All right, it is time for some Spyro with Zic3. I know you guys are ready in chat. Zic, take it away.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to some late night, early morning Spyro 2. So I'll just kind of get started here and we can start talking about this awesome run. So I'm going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so hi everyone, my name is Zic, and I'm going to be doing Spyro 2 any % on the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. So if you didn't know, this is a remake of the original PlayStation 1 games that came out way back when. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. So any % for Spyro 2 is basically, I need to get to Ripto and beat Ripto as quickly as possible. So the name of the game is getting all 14 talismans. That's kind of a necessity. So if you're familiar with like regular Spyro 2 speedruns, it's kind of the equivalent of the 14 talisman category. So as I said, we need 14 of these talismans. We just got our first one right there, the golden pickaxe. And so I'll kind of talk about, if you're not familiar with Spyro 2 or Spyro in general, you know, what are the things I'm going to be getting throughout this run? The first are the talismans, which you get at the end of every level. So basically that means we need to get to the end of every main level in this game. Another collectible in this game are the gems, which you're seeing me pick up right now. It's kind of a staple within the Spyro games, and I'm going to be needing to get gems to buy things such as new levels or maybe power-ups or to progress through certain levels. And then finally in Spyro 2 there is the orb collectible, which is used to get to the final boss, but don't worry about that. We're gonna get absolutely 0 of them. So moving on in here to Idle Springs, yet again, just to kind of go over some simple things if you don't know Spyro 2. The main movement we have is, for one, the obvious charge. You can see me doing it right now. You press square, you move fast. It's the fastest movement you can do on the ground. Then of course you have a jump. You have a glide, which, so if you press A in midair, you can do a glide to kind of cover gaps. And then the important thing for Spyro 2 is you have this hover technique. So if you press triangle in the middle of a glide, Spyro kind of flaps his wings and you get a little boost into the air. So I'll kind of show that off right here. We're gonna jump, glide, and hover, and that gets us right up onto this ledge. So we can skip right to the talisman here. And here's our second talisman already. And out we go. At the end of every level, you kind of get like a little like portal to go back to the home world, which is where we're headed now, Summer Forest. But you can just pause the game and exit level just as easily. So yeah, we're going back to Summer Forest, and this is the hub world where we kind of have the freedom to go and pick and choose where we want to go. So I'm going to kind of get to just all the worlds I can in the shortest amount possible while picking up some gems. Going into Colossus here, this would be a really good example of showing off that hover technique and how you can get to heights and ledges that probably you're not supposed to get to. A lot of the times you can kind of use the scenery around you to boost yourself to areas that are a little out of the way. So in Colossus, you have to talk to all these brothers, monks, and they chant to open up the path. Or we can use this hockey statue to boost our way all the way up to here, and then one more jump. Ooh, that was close, but we got there. And that gets us all the way here to the talisman as quick as we can. The name of the game is getting to the end of these levels as quickly as I can. So I'll be making a beeline for most of these talismans in each level. So, normally in your normal playthrough of Spyro 2, now is the time where you are introduced to Moneybags, who is the character you have to pay throughout the run to, like I said, unlock levels, get power-ups, that sort of thing. And you have to get the swim power-up to get to the next area of the hub world. It's a scam, and I'm going to show you why. There's Moneybags. You don't need them. Trust me. So we're going to come over here. I'm going to skip Hunter. I don't want to talk to Hunter. So, if we go up to this wall, let's see if I get this. All right, we got to go back one more time. I'm going to be utilizing a trick here called wall gliding, which is certain walls in this game and scenery. If you push up against them, which is being a little finicky right now, you can actually gain height by pushing into them. This wall wants me to pay Moneybags. There we go. So I can kind of get up to here, jump out of bounds, and here is where the swimming is supposed to take you. Now we don't need to buy a swim. I'm just going to skip it. And now we're in the second part of the hub world. I can get back to getting talismans, because that's what we got to do. We're just getting talismans. So there's going to be a lot of parts of this run where I'm going to be using out of bounds and such to skip Moneybags in general. If there's any big time save in this run, it's probably by skipping Moneybags. So don't blink or you might miss Hurricos, because we're at the end already. Get another talisman, get on out of here. The hover technique just opens up so much to a lot of these levels. So after Hurricos, we have Sunny Beach. And Sunny Beach is a level where you need the swim power up. So we're gonna have to get a little creative because I did skip the swim power up. What I did back there is kind of part one of the what is called the swimless route, which was kind of discovered by EasyScape. And this is the second half to it, because this is a level you just can't get through without swim normally. So I'm gonna grab a few gems here. I will have to pay Moneybags eventually. You can't avoid your taxes forever. But once I get that, I'm gonna use this friendly turtle. Okay, maybe he's being a little less than friendly. Come on, you can get there. Okay. Oh, that didn't look good. Okay, we get him right there. And let's try this one more time. Let's get him into position, push into the wall. And he's... Okay, the less than friendly turtle friend is supposed to pop me through the wall. We'll get there. There we go. So now I'm out of bounds. At this point, the game's like, you could just do whatever you want. You're not playing by the rules, whatever. So I can kind of just swim on some out of bounds water and get here to the end of the level. Let's have fun with another turtle. Will you get up the ramp? Okay, we got him. We're good. And get the talisman for Sunny Beach. In the first turtle's defense, that's just not what he's intended to do. But so every turtle, like when you flame them, they move and they come back to their home position if you don't flame them for long enough. So we kind of use that to put him in the path of that wall, so you can get squished between the wall and the turtle, and it just pops you through. It's pretty clever. So we have one more level to do. Here's Moneybags, our wonderful friend. And so this is Aquaria Towers. This is another entirely swimming level. Still don't have swim. Luckily, if you find yourself in a body of water in this game and you don't have swim, there's like a fail-safe that you can like doggy paddle. So I can at least get to the surface of this water. And then I can use a lingering hitbox on this number 4 gate here to get up to the end of the level. No swim required. Okay, there's no more swimming levels. So we've completely bypassed the swim power up at this point. So once Aquaria Towers is done, that is the first 6 worlds of the game. That's all the worlds in Summer Forest. So to move on to the next world, I'm gonna get this sheep real quick. To move on to the next world, we have to take out the first boss of the game, which is Crush. Crush is pretty straightforward. He's this bluish purple dinosaur guy with a club that I think looks like a chicken wing. And I'm not sure if my count is right. We'll see. But I'm gonna get hit by every one of Crush's attacks in a showing of pure skill. So, Crush does all these attacks where he stomps on these platforms to attack you, and he does that like multiple times. He'll jump, slam, he'll do this a bunch. But if you get hit by him, he'll just stop and move on. So by getting hit by all of his attacks, I'm cutting off his attack animations early, thus just saving time throughout the whole fight. Now, you may be wondering, how am I able to get hit so many times? The dragonfly that follows behind Spyro is like our health. So I only had so many hits. We'll see if I got my count right or not. I did, perfect. So right there, when you get 10 sheep in this game, which are the ways that you heal yourself, on the 10th one, you get a full heal and a 1-up. So I've been manipulating it throughout the run, getting fodder here and there so that I get my 10th one during this fight, so I can get a full heal and take the last few hits during that fight so I can get hit by everything. Tiny little optimization, but it's still cool. To answer a question I saw, because yeah, I didn't I didn't state it. I am playing on the PC version of this game. The trick I talked about back in Summer Forest, the wall gliding, that is a PC specific trick. And we are playing on 30 FPS on the PC because the jump physics are tied to FPS, so you jump higher on lower lower FPSs. So a lot of the jumps I'm doing can't be done on 60 FPS. So Crystal Glacier, all right. This is a level I'm kind of concerned about. I'm gonna try and do a cool skip. If we don't do it, we have to pay money bags. That's disappointing, but we'll make it work. There's a Superfly gate in this level that I want to try and get early, but I need to kill 15 enemies to do so. So I'm gonna try and do a neat little trick up here. Let's see if I set this up right. I did not. Yeah, we're gonna have to pay money bags. Forget I said anything. There's a trick you can do here to duplicate the souls of the enemies and get 2 extra kills before money bags so that you can unlock the Superfly gate early. And so you take an intended death there to do the soul dupe. So I'm not used to not having sparks here. But I didn't get the soul dupe, so we're just gonna pay money bags normally, and I'll make up the gems somehow. Yeah, money bags, here you go. You can have the gems. I'll figure it out later. He wins this round. It's not really worth going back and fighting over getting it again, so I'm just gonna work with it. I'll be a little low on gems. I'll figure out how to get more at some point. Moving on though, just finish up the level here. A builder got refroze. There he is. We'll free the shaman and we'll get our talisman. It's kind of a shame, but as I said, it's not worth restarting the whole level to try it again. 200 gems, I'll find a way. So after Crystal Glacier, we're going to do the one and only speedway level of the run. So if you've played Spyro 1, you probably remember the flight levels. You probably remember them because everybody hates the flight levels. This is Spyro 2's version of the flight levels. Normally you need to be collecting some orbs to get to this speedway level, but I'm just gonna kind of get on this retaining wall and jump around here and get to the speedway level a little early. So hopefully this should take less than a minute. We'll see. But BGS, if you have any donations, now would be a pretty cool time to have one or two.
Well, absolutely. We have $10 from Shorty B219 saying, about to go to work providing auto parts for our emergency workers on the front lines. Love Spyro 2. It's my favorite Spyro game. Good luck, Zic, and let's torch Ripto. Donation goes to Announcer's Choice. And for me, that's got to be the hard mode for Mighty Gunvolt Burst. That game's coming up next, and I think that Mighty Gunvolt Burst on hard mode is best mode. So, yeah, let's see if we can get that incentive met. It's still got a ways to go. Also $50 from Witty Pseudonym saying, long-time donator, first-time watcher. The doctors and nurses who are looking after COVID-19 patients are doing truly crucial work. So let's help make sure they have the supplies they need to do this work safely. Remember to wash your hands and practice social distancing. It will save lives.
All right. Got a 51-second Metro Speedway. It's a pretty good Metro Speedway, if I do say so. That's just a good... So I'm going to need Metro Speedway for a big trick I'm doing later in the run. We'll worry about that later. But that also is a pretty good source of gems. It's 400 gems for like 50 seconds. So popping on in here to Skelos Badlands, this is going to be a really fast level with the wall glide technique that I talked about back in Summer Forest. I am gonna do this because I want those extra gems because I had to pay money bags. So I'm gonna go to this wall and do that. Wall glide up to this ledge, which you're not supposed to get to. Get a few supplementary gems, like I said. And here's the talisman. Easy as that. Wall glides are so easy. You can do them at home if you have the PC version of the game. Walls like the one I just did right there. You just get right parallel with it, glide, and just tap right into the wall, and Spyro will just gain height. This is where the run really like picks up speed. I'm gonna be just blasting through a lot of these Autumn Plains levels to get talismans really quick. Skelos is short, Breeze Harbor is short, Scorch is gonna be pretty short. We get a sheep here to fully heal. Breeze Harbor, there's gonna be something weird I do here, and I just don't ask me how this happens. I'm just going through the motions. Ooh, he beat me. All right, that guy's not supposed to beat me to that flame, but that's happens. I went for extra gems there. I got greedy. So there's a little ledge over here, which I want these. Right there. Oh, okay, we gotta set it up again. For some reason, there's like little ledges on those windows you can just barely stand on. It beats me. But it lets you get an extra jump, and it puts me so where I can just glide over to the talisman here. Any percent is such a cool category, and that it just, I love being able to just blast through each of these levels this quickly. Autumn Plains really showcases where the fun of it comes from. Talk to Squawk here and get an anchor, and we're done with Breeze Harbor. So this is the biggest purchase I have to make in this run. I have to buy the climb ability now here in Autumn Plains. I just cannot progress through Autumn Plains without the climb power up. So 500 gems, has to go to Moneybags now, unfortunately. This is also a good time where I can figure out where I'm sitting gem-wise, and I'm like 70 gems behind from paying Moneybags for the bridge. So we're making it up. So I need this climb ability. I need it to do this and to do Magma Cone later. So 500 gems to learn how to climb a ladder. Definitely a deal. And we'll head on in here to Scorch. Yeah, if anybody was looking forward to trouble with the trolley in Breeze Harbor, no thanks. I'll pass on that one. So I'm gonna do a little hover here to get up to this ledge, because this is a perfect avenue in Scorch to get right to the talisman. Little wall glide here. Set it up one more time. There we go. You have to do like 2 or 3 of these flag cutscenes in the level, so that hover at the beginning just skips having to watch all of those flag cutscenes. Scorch is another good opportunity for me to pick up some gems. Perfect. Almost caught back up. You can see how skipping that bridge in Crystal Glacier really can make a difference. I'm having to go out of my way for a lot of gems here, and getting to skip 200 of them is pretty big. And it opens up the possibility to like commit to skipping a lot of gems earlier in the run too, like Glimmer and Idle Springs, all those Summer Forest levels. You can really optimize those because you know you've got 200 gems to spare. Okay. Fracture Hills. I like this level. I know a lot of people don't like this level, but this is, I don't know, casually, I liked this level as a kid. We get to hear the satyrs with their awesome tunes. But yeah, so you might be wondering like what are the differences between playing on the PC version and the console version. The main one for speedrunning purposes, I said, was the wall glides. You can only do that on the PC version. And really the only other thing to mention is just that the load times are just incredibly faster on the PC version, like drastically better. If you ever played this game when it came out on like the Switch or even a regular PS4, you know that the load times can be a little unbearable. So the PC version definitely fixed that. So we were able to kind of make a loadless timer for the game and really make it an enjoyable speedrun. So I'm just going to come over, free the last satyr, and go get the talisman for Fracture Hills. So we have time for like one donation if you have one.
Absolutely. We have $25 from Holographic Raven. Saying Spyro 2 is one of my favorite childhood games of all time, so I had to donate during this run. Save the animals, kill COVID-19.
Awesome. All right, coming out of Fracture Hills, we have to make our way to Magma Cone. Now, the next section of Autumn Plains is blocked off by a door that only unlocks when you collect so many orbs. The professor's there and he's like, oh, you need orbs to get past this door. Well, joke's on him. We got a way around the door. So yet again, it's a scam. I'm telling you, you don't need the orbs in this run. Grab some of these. There's the door right there. We just flew right around it. And so Magma Cone is a really cool level to watch. I'm gonna do a wall glide, an out of bounds trick, really cool stuff here. So we'll jump and get over this ladder. And here's the first wall glide of the level. Wow, I'm actually shocked that that went as well as it did. So now I'm gonna get up onto this volcano. I hope that's enough height. It's perfect. Get up onto this retaining wall, and now I can get out of bounds. So I can use some scenery out of bounds to fly all the way to this lava pool. Let's pick up this rock. Yeah, pet rock. I just spit it out. Never mind. Rocky met an unfortunate demise way too early. But that lets me skip to the top of this volcano and get, yet again, right to the talisman real quick. There's like an elevator. You have to pay money bags to turn it on to get to this section of the level, but when in doubt, skip money bags. There's some extra gems. All right. Making good progress here. This is going really well. All things considered, with having to pay for the bridge. So, the next level is Shady Oasis. I am amazed that you have to pay to enter this level. You have to pay money bags, 400 gems, to unlock what is probably the worst level I've ever seen. This is an escort mission. There is a hippo in this level. He has the talisman, but he won't give it to us till he makes it to the end of the level. So we have to walk this awful hippo through the entire level. Now we're gonna have to hope here for a second. Sometimes the hippo gets stuck on the staircase coming up. I'm gonna hope that doesn't happen. Please don't make a fool out of me today, shorty. Right? There, okay, he made it up. Sometimes he doesn't make it up that staircase, and he doesn't have the AI to figure out that he didn't make it up the staircase, and he just gets stuck in the wall forever. And you have to just reset the level to fix them, but it's a pain. So, as you can see, this level can kind of suck. The name of the game is, he has like these checkpoints along his path where he checks if you're next to him, and if you're not, he waits for you. So I'm trying to get as many gems as I can in this level while he's moving, and then make sure I'm at his checkpoints when he gets to them, so we can keep him in a constant state of moving. I am killing like every enemy in this level just because he can get stuck on the enemies sometimes, and he just doesn't know what to do. So I'm trying to give him a nice, clear path to go down. 1, 2, 10 gem. Keep going, pal. So you can see he like stopped for a second there. Let's get this rock. Rocky 2.0. Helps me get that apple out of the tree a little faster. So what are we at? Wow. I'm actually amazed. We're like perfect on gems, and I don't know how that happened. We need 400 gems to buy the last level, which is Zephyr. I have 401. That's amazing. So at the end of Shady Oasis, I'm going to warp to Metro Speedway. Just think of this like a fast travel. I just need to get to Zephyr, and this is the closest level to Zephyr. So Zephyr's gonna be the last level of the run before we get to some bosses. And this is my favorite level of the speed run because this level is busted. It's a shame because like in the 40 orb category, you'd like do so many out of bounds here. But it's still gonna be a really silly level to watch. Okay. So, a quick wall glide right off the start. That gets us out of bounds. Shocker, we made it out of bounds. And then I'm gonna do a few precise hovers and jumps to kind of skip to the end of the level. Not in the way you're supposed to. So, while I finish up Zephyr here, oh, that was really good. I want to talk about the next skip I'm about to do because it's pretty huge. It's the callback to why I did Metro Speedway. We're about to do level storage. And boy, I hope it goes well. So what I plan to do here is I'm going to try and load Metro Speedway in the background of the game because that will allow me to have the super fly and the super speed from the speedway level in the game. So what I need to do is I need to pause the game on the same frame that I enter Gulp's Overlook. You'll see it in the pause menu. Normally in the pause menu it says where you're at, and I actually need to load Gulp first. It says like, oh, you're in Autumn Plains, you're in Glimmer. It's going to say Gulp's Overlook while I'm still in Autumn Plains. So what happens if I exit the level when I'm in that state? I'm exiting the level while I'm still in Autumn Plains. I'll basically be able to play the game while the Gulp cutscene is happening, and I can blind movement my way into Metro Speedway. It's a lot to take in, but we're gonna get there. So let's see if I get this frame perfect pause. Metro? Oh, this is good. Okay, this is really good. Let me focus here because I have the blind movement.
Finally made Avalar ours. You've earned a special reward.
Okay, I just entered the Metro Speedway portal while the Gulp cutscene is playing.
Oh, the ferret.
So now, retry the Speedway, skip the Gulp cutscene, and now I've loaded a Speedway level in the background of the game. So I have to take an intentional death here to turn it on. If I let Gulp kill me on the last hit, he won't attack me when I come back into this level. I have no idea why. So now, I have Supercharge and Super Flight. So now I can just Supercharge into Gulp 10 times and he dies. 10-second Gulp fight. Oh, wow. I can't believe that went as well as it did. That is, so when you do the level storage, you can either load Metro or Icy in the background. It's kind of a 50-50 shot. I got really lucky that it was Metro Speedway because that's the one I need. So now that I've got Supercharge and Super Flight, what we can do is come over here. I have to do a little finicky movement here. Is use the Super Fly ability to fly over the retaining wall of Ripto's castle. I'm gonna play it safe here. I gotta make sure I get in. I got it. And now we're in Ripto's arena. Welcome to the final boss of the game. So Ripto's broken up into 3 phases. The first phase here is actually brain dead easy because I still have Supercharge. So I can just Supercharge Ripto to death. Now, the game is going to take this ability away from me when I get to the second phase. So I'm getting a few orbs right now to prep for the second phase. Second phase is Mecha Gulp, and I need to use the orbs that Hunter drops onto the ground to get power-ups to damage Mecha Gulp. That was not ideal, but we'll make it work. So I'm kind of at the mercy of whatever Hunter throws down here. I really want him to throw down a blue, but he's going to throw down a green because he heard me. Alright, I need to get one more hit on him. My first phase wasn't the best. And then phase 3 is I will be fighting Ripto in like an aerial battle with a pterodactyl, where I just have Superfly and Super Flame to finish him off. There we go, Hunter. Hunter can be a big pain sometimes. You're really at the mercy of him here. Whew. All right, phase 3. Phase 3 usually goes really well because I know where Ripto's gonna go, so I can hopefully manipulate him here to take a lot of quick hits. So we'll shoot over here. He'll take a hit. Another one there. Turn around so I can get a quick hit right there. Another quick hit. That was great. This is the only part that can be kind of a pain because you don't know where he's gonna fly. And that's time. Wow, that was a great phase 3. That was spectacular. That was everything other than Crystal Glacier messing up. That was everything I could have asked out of that run. Oh man. But yeah, so that was Spyro 2 any percent on the Spyro Reignited Trilogy.
I don't think we could.
I hope you enjoyed it. I had a blast with that. That was a great showing of that run.
You have to go now.
And
Yeah, I'd better.
yeah, I think that's it for me though. So enjoy the rest of the marathon, guys, and thanks for having me
I
here.
need it more than ever now.
Well, thank you, Zic, for that incredible run of Spyro 2. Just casually storing levels and in the background and frame perfect pauses. My mind is still spinning. I don't know how you did it, but that was an unbelievable run. And we've got a lot of people sending in some donations who think the same. $50 from Troubled Clef, saying it working at UPS and still doing university online has been very strange, but I'm grateful to be in the position I am. Glad to catch one of my favorite games growing up for such a great event. Thanks for an amazing Spyro run so far, and good luck on the rest of the run. Let's kill that nasty virus. We have a $50 donation from Altarian saying, had to donate during one of my favorite games to play. When I was younger, I'd replay Spyro every year and even speedrun it before I even knew what speedrunning was. Great run for a great cause. And remember, if you're looking to donate, we do still have some incentives that need to be met, including Mighty Gunvolt Burst. Now is the time, Twitch chat. If you're going to come together and help get this incentive met, needs $2,000 to upgrade Mighty Gunvolt Burst to hard mode. Let's see if we can get that met. Also, there is a $10 donation from Lemonade Corp saying, here's to everyone out there saving the world. Thank you everyone out there doing this event and to the folks at Direct Relief. And with that, that is going to do it for me for tonight. You have been amazing, Twitch chat, everyone watching, donating for everything that you've been doing. We've got the Mighty Gunvolt Burst run coming up next. They're still getting that set up, and after a quick Twitch ad, you'll be greeted by the always awesome Soraya. Have a great night and an awesome marathon, everyone.
Hello and welcome back to Corona Relief Done Quick, a weekend-long speedrunning marathon powered by Twitch and benefiting Direct Relief. My name is Soraya and I am so excited to be your host for the next few runs. We have a lot of really great games coming up, and on deck we have Kiwami ZX with an any percent run, a Mighty Gun Volt Burst. While we're getting things set up, let's go through some of your donations. We have $30 from Handmade Soap. Here's my bit to help the men and women working day and night. Good luck. We have $5 from Ross. Hello, had to donate during one of my favorite games. Would just like to say a huge thank you to all who are participating and helping this cause. Unfortunately, my uncle was a victim of this just 2 days ago, and giving my mom big hugs and kisses. We will get through this. Terribly sorry, but thank you for your generous donation. We have $50 from Troubled Clef. Working at UPS and still doing university online has been really strange, but I'm grateful to be in the position I am. Glad to catch one of my favorite games growing up for such a great event. Thanks for an amazing Spyro run so far, and good luck on the rest of the run. Let's kill this nasty virus. We have $10 that says, shout out to everyone for trying their best during this tough time. Remember, you can save the world by doing literally nothing this time. We really appreciate your $10 donation. Thank you so much. We have $10 from Najajaja. Thank you so much for all of the hard work from our medical professionals and essential workers. Definitely a nice surprise to have GDQ during all of this. Good luck to all of the runners. We have a $100 anonymous donation. Thanks for everyone who helps organize such a great event. Always enjoy watching these runs for a good cause. And $5 from Morpie. Thank you for your work and your support. Well, thank you, Morpie, for your donation. And we have $25 from Cultured Swine. Love all the work y'all are doing and love the generosity of this amazing community. Keep it up, everyone.